Hey friends, welcome back to Lujin Custom. I'm Ben. Today, we're in the Lujin Custom garage. And we're making progress. Anyway, just gonna do an oil change on my Scion. It finally hit 80K, and about every 5,000 miles I like to change the oil. Well, let's get into it. Well, for starters, let's warm the oil up a little bit. Let's see. 80,004. Cold. Oh yeah. It runs too long. And yeah. A little bit of a wheel chock before we jack it up. Well, I didn't like how it was situated, so I made an executive decision, and can't see very well. Yeah, I backed it out a little bit here, outside. I'll go ahead and get my fancy wood chock down there. The reason I backed her out, so that I have a little bit more room up here to work. Yeah. All right, now got that chalked. Next thing, let's go in here. Set the parking brake, since we're going to be jacking up the front end. Well, this is mostly going to be a basic oil change, but I got a couple of different things I'm going to be doing that you might be interested in. We'll see. Yeah, we'll knock that out, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about my workspace and some things coming up. All right. I like to wear gloves for this. Oh. All right, we're gonna get up under here and we're gonna see if we can find that jacking point that Toya puts under here, so that you put the floor jack under there and you jack from one spot and you jack up the whole front end. All right, let's get in there. Okay. All right. There we go, right there. Get our jack started a little bit. There we go. Easy going. Okay, that height's overkill, but we can definitely see we are completely off the ground, and it's a little hard to see from the front of the car. Let's see here. Let me move that out of the way. But here we go. See, there's a little bit of a bump that protrudes down on your cross member there. It's not centered. You can see right here. There's that bow. And there's the bump. So this would be the center right here. And this is on the driver's side. Anyway, I'm going to pull that extra magnet I have off the oil pan. And we'll hit that drain plug. And there's our oil filter right there. Now, before we get up under there and put our lives in danger, let's throw a couple jack stands under there for safety. What say you? Okay. Got our jack stands placed here. Actually got them underneath that cross member. All right. Now for an exciting thing. We're gonna lower the floor jack onto them. All right, lay it on them. See our floor jack there. We will. Yep, we are disconnected. I'm just gonna bring it down just a little bit so you can get a better view of that hump. There we go. Now, yeah. See that hump that we're jacking from right there? All right. Now, that's on jack stand. That side's on jack stand. And this is the way I was trained to jack up a car properly. Way back in the day. Not just on the floor jack. Anyway, we're going to take the floor jack back up. And it's set. It's not, see, I can still move it around a bit. It's snug, but it's not holding the whole weight of the vehicle. And the reason for that is just in case the piston on the floor jack, sometimes those can spring a leak, and so they'll stop dropping rapidly, and you don't want the car falling down on you, right? Or they'll come in imbalanced and tip over. So that's why I use the jack stands. They're sturdy, and I like to use two, one on each side, you know. So, oh yeah, I want to show you something else. What I don't often see people on YouTube do once they've put the vehicle on jack stands, shake the car. Okay. You shake the car, you're trying to knock it off the jack stands, right? It didn't move at all. That means it's nice and steady and firm, and you're safe to go under there. The jack stands are the solid piece holding the vehicle still. They are the primary. Your jack, that's the insurance, not the other way around. It shouldn't be on the jack and having jack stands there for backup. At least that was how I was trained 20, 30 years ago. Anyway, all right. Drain pan, wrench. I'm gonna try that cap. I have that for my Camry. Socket. And paper towels for a mess. All right. Our 14mm wrench. Let's see. Nope, that's righty-tighty. Flip it over. Lefty-loosey. Okay. Right. I've never had to try to film this while pulling the drain plug. This is a little bit challenging. Let's do it like this. We got a nice big old drain pan here though. There's the bram, and then there's the bucket area. These are really awesome. They're cumbersome but awesome. I'll leave a link for it below if you want. Alright. Let's just, I can't grab it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, got a little bit on me. Not too bad. Ugh. Okay, that is dirty. That's really dirty. That. Grab my magnet. Let's grab a paper towel here. Yeah, drain boy, drain. Grab that. Dry her off. Oof. We'll let that drip for a while. Yeah, she's about drained out. That's pretty damn dirty. Wow. That's dirty. I don't care what anybody says, that was dirty. Okay. There we go. Nope. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. This just needs snug, it doesn't need massive torque. There we go. Alright. Let's reposition. That moved, and we'll go after the 12 inch next. Oh, move that light, of course. All right, let's see. Let's see if my cap fits. Magic wood. Yeah. Feels like it will. All right, well, yeah, sucker's so small and up in there. That's a pain in the butt to grab for me. So, what I like to do. Well, last time I changed the wheel, a year ago, the last person that installed it, which was not me, because I bought it just a little over a year ago. Anyway, it was so tight, I had to use a huge pair of channel locks to get it off. And a lot of force. Which is totally unnecessary. Okay, where are we at? There we are. Oh yeah, oh, this is gonna come off nicely. Yeah. Probably didn't even need that. Where are we at? There we are. Oh, and it's gonna spit on the top side of the screen here. Here we go. Just slightly missed the, I don't know how I did that. Largest drain pan in the world. And I missed it. Oh well. I guess you gotta break in your garage somehow. The new to me garage. That's good enough for now. Let that run off in there. No two ways about it. I'm gonna get oil on my hands. Yep. Especially holding this camera. There, let's just push this up. Oh, where's that gusher moment at? Let her gush, baby. Let her gush. Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh, yeah. Set that there. Yeah. Not too bad. And look at that oil. Yuck. Okay. Yeah. Neighbors. All right. Cleaned up a little bit there. Yeah, so apparently I did it right the last time, and when I put that old oil filter on, I didn't get it too tight, so you know, it was pretty easy to come off. I didn't even need this, but this is great to have. I have this actually for my, focus, there we go, for my Camry. It's a cap wrench. It's got the, you know, fits those newer insert styles. But, yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, see, it fits down the inner slot in there. There we go. And it turns it from all sides. And, you know, I'm an idiot. I gotta take the drain plug back out. I'll show you why in just a second. Now, the reason why I had to take the drain plug back out is because we're putting in a Fomoto valve. Japanese. I've used these before and I love them. So Fomoto valve, I may not be saying it, might be Fumoto. Anyway, so yeah, turn this right there. A little bit easier when it's installed. Boom. You never have to pull the drain plug out again. Drain your oil. You can even, I got this one right here, the nipple. You put a hose on there and have it drain into a jug or whatever, straight so you don't have splatter, right? And when you're done, you simply close and look, it's spring loaded down in there, pushes this down. Just a quarter turn ball valve. Wonderful. Now they also include, this is not as important, I don't think, a fancy little plastic cover here, but it doesn't, these don't really fit so well, or I'm not installing it right, doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. So, coming from a mechanic background and then even more time in a trucking environment where I had my own truck, I've used those Fomoto valves in a 15-liter diesel engine. I used one in my, so they've got a little generator set, I call them an APU, auxiliary power unit. I used one of those. And I love it. They just make the whole thing a whole lot easier. I've never had a problem with them. So yeah, these are gonna go on. They're gonna go on my Scion, and later on the oil changes due on my Camry. I'm gonna put one on there too. Yeah, I got that on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description for you in case you want to get one too. You know, I'm gonna use it. I love them, and so they don't have that little magnet on like the normal drain plugs do, but you just put a magnet on your oil pan, and the whole point of the magnet is if there's any metal particles circulating in your oil, the magnet attracts that, especially, you know, iron stuff. If there was aluminum in there, it wouldn't, but yeah, so it sticks to the magnet so it doesn't circulate throughout the internals of your engine. And then when you drain your oil, yeah, you pull your magnet off, you drain your oil, and it flushes out. You know, I was thinking about how dirty that oil was. And it just, yeah, it seems so, they're so brown. Then it occurred to me, it was probably a month ago, I put an additive into the oil specifically to clean the crankcase. I don't remember if I used seafoam or was it royal purple? So much has been going on here lately that it's hard to keep. But yeah, so that was purely intentional. I put that in there to clean out the engine compartment, or the internals of the engine itself. So I was expecting it to be dirty like that. And I did that because it's an around town car. It's, you know, it's a puddle jumper basically. Lived its life around the Portland, Oregon area. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everything was clean in there, ready. So I'm gonna put a different oil additive in tonight with the oil change, and I'll show you that, what I like. But yeah, so let's get the oil filter on, and then I can pull the drain pan out and show you the Fumoto valve installed and how I install it. All right? Yeah, let's get in there. So since we're installing a Toyota oil filter, which is, that makes no mind me, that's fine. They come with your gasket up here, pre-oiled, ready to be installed. Yeah, as everybody says on YouTube, and they're not wrong, anytime you have an O-ring, you want to have some kind of lubricant on there. Probably just a little bit of oil or something like that. Let's see here. They are finger tight. Yeah. And the reason for putting a little lubricant on like rubber O-rings is so that's metal, that's cast, and sometimes out of the casting process you'll have, it's not perfectly smooth, not machined. They'll have rough edges or burrs that'll catch the O-ring, right? And sometimes it can either roll or it can snag and pull out of where it's at, so it doesn't seat properly. And if it doesn't seat properly, it doesn't seal properly. So yeah, your oil filter, if you ever do injector seals, fuel injector seals, in fact, it's a good idea to spray a lubricant down on your injectors before you remove them. Same reason. Sometimes you can save injector seals. If you're taking them out, you won't damage them. All right, that's good. That's installed. Let's get this pan out of here. So many moons ago, I was a lube tech in my early automotive career. And, you know, actually, you know, when you're in the pits and you're doing oil changes, it's actually beneficial to have the oil hot. The oil's hot, it's thin, and it runs like water, so your oil pan drains out pretty quickly, which is a good thing in that respect. You know, it's still dripping here. My oil wasn't that hot. I didn't get it. You know, if I would let it run for like 10 minutes or something like that, it would have drained all out and there'd be almost nothing dripping out now. All right. There we go. And then, so you could use a crescent wrench if you want to tighten this up. I'm going to use a 3/4 inch. It's just a little sloppy, but it shouldn't be bad. Also, there's a smaller hex right here on the end. Let's see. 3/4 is too big. Let's find a socket for that. There we go. We don't want to go too crazy on tightening. I hate 12 points. I need to get some 6 points. But not tonight. Okay. You know what? I think I like the wrench better, honestly. Okay. Yeah, we got that darn drain pan out of the way. It's handy for its size, but its size is a pain. All right, here we go. Yeah. The problem with having your garage door open is you get all the neighborly noise. Let's see, how's that? Is that sufficiently tight? That might be okay. Might be okay. Come on, get on there. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. Yeah, so what you do, let me get my rag out here in case it wants to drip a little bit, which hopefully it won't. Anyway, so lift up and turn out. And out spews your oil. Anyway, and when you're done, there you go. Sits back. Oh, there we go. We did get a drip. A drip. Yeah, it sits, tucks back. Up that way, it's not hanging down. Yeah, I like that. Clean, mostly clean. For these couple of drops that we're letting out. Okay. Oh. So, whew, looking healthy there. All right. Anyway, so before we get it off the jackson and down on the ground, I'm going to go ahead and fill it with oil, and or at least most of the way full with oil, and make sure we have no leaks. Get her started. All right. Got our oil cap off. What we got here? API SL 5W30. Right. Got my dipstick out. Well, last year I replaced this. Those of you with first gen Scion XBs, if you haven't replaced yours, you've got a yellow plastic one. I went with a metal one. That is, yeah, you can see the hash marks a little bit better. There we go. Yep. You can get these from the dealership. I don't remember the part number offhand, but look for one for a Toyota Yaris that has the 1NZFE. And they fit right in. And yeah, I like it. Anyways, so oil additive. This is what I like. Schaefer's oldest oil manufacturer in the United States. Molly EP. Molly, which is obviously short for Molly B denim, which is how I pronounce it. I know it's molybdenum or something like that. I call them Molly B denim. get somebody's name. Anyway, I've already filled my oil filter with this. This is thick. Well, let's get to pouring. Yeah, eyes are not deceiving. There is a blue tint to it. I am not using this whole thing. This stuff's expensive, actually. But it works great. I love it. I used it in my big rig, of course. Now, I've already got half this bottle. So this is a pint. Got half this bottle in my Camry. The other half's going in here. This is going to take a minute. We'll fast forward. All right, that's done. All right, now for the oil. Yep, I'm going to use Costco's oil this time around. I've used it before. It's good stuff. All right, let's see. Where are we at here? 2 quarts, roughly. Yeah. Okay. Grab our dipstick. Get down in there. All the way down. It's in the hash marks. It's not full, but in the hash marks. All right. Yeah, I think that's good for the moment. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the funnel out, put our fill cap, oil cap back on, and we're gonna start the engine. Let her warm up a little bit, and we'll check for leaks. Let everything circulate around, and then we'll get her off the jack stands and we'll top it off. Let's get busy. All right, light down there. Here we go. Oil leaks. Sounds good. Yeah. No leaks right there from the filter or from our new Fumoto valve. All right, easy does it. Like that. So I set it down and let it sit for, I don't know, about 2 minutes. Make sure it levels out. Give the oils, you know, it's 530. It's not super thick. So, but just out of precaution, you let your oil level settle before you check it on the dipstick. And it was in the hash marks, but so I was probably about a half quart low, which is fine. So I put the half quart in. And so with a half pint of the Schaefer's Molly EP in here, we'll put some of it into the oil filter before we installed it. And what we're left with, topped up, is about 1.5 quarts. And this is a 5-quart jug of oil. They're all full. All right. I'll let you finish draining in the trash can for a minute. Now, clean up. And instead of putting the old oil cap on, I got, let's see if we can, there we go. A little bit of bling, different kind of bling from Toyota. Let's see. Are you upside down? I guess you are. Well, that sucks. But what are you gonna do? Anyway. A little bit of tech bling instead of that. All right, let's fire it up. That was not me. Have you heard that? Good. Sounds good. Now, nothing like a little oil change and a couple small upgrades to break in the new garage. Call it a success. And anyway, just hung out this long with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks again. I'll see you next time on Lujin Custom. Bye now.